it's been such a unique year for all of you, but you and your wife in particular with everything going on. How surreal is this to be sitting here with a 7-month-old that's healthy and you're getting ready to play game one of the World Series?
Yeah. Hey, Alanna. For sure. Yeah. It's it's a pretty incredible experience. We're just enjoying it. It's been a lot of wild and, the ups and the downs. And, it's the reason why I came and chose to play this year is because I knew how special this team was. And I knew that standing here and was a possibility for sure. And, it's pretty awesome. We're just excited. We're going to enjoy the moment and, hopefully get game one here.
Yeah, Kate would have none of that of you sitting on the couch at home watching these guys. You had choices as a free agent when you were done playing with the Diamondbacks. Why? I'm assuming that this is one of the main reasons that you chose this club to be in the position that you are right now.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you play a couple of years and then you see how special it is when you're watching guys win World Series. And, it doesn't mean that you go to a club that can win. It doesn't mean you're going to win one, but it just means that you're on a team that can, and a team that's going to be there and always have a chance every year. And, that's why it was very, very cool when the Dodgers started talking to us. And it's exactly why I came here.
Finally, for me, AJ, can you describe the balance that this particular team has between celebrating and understanding the urgency and the wonderment of the moment, but also being so focused on the next moment and unfinished business?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the balance in baseball. You play so many games. It's not like football where you play a big game and you can, you might have a day or two to de-wind and then start locking in baseball. You got to get after it right away. And, I think we all know that, as special as it is to move on and beat some really good teams. The Braves are an amazing team. So it's special beating them, but we know that you just got to get back to work. We know the ultimate goal, and we know we have a big challenge ahead. And, I think we just had a good time with each other real quick. And then it was just refocus and we got a really tough challenge in the Rays.
Okay, Alden.
Hey, AJ. So a popular sentiment about Mookie Betts from baseball fans in LA and admittedly baseball writers in LA was they knew Mookie Betts was good, but they didn't really realize how good he was until they saw him every day. I'm wondering if you experienced it in a similar way.
Yeah, of course. I think just knowing the type of player he is, I think those are the players that you appreciate when you see him every day. When you see a guy flash a 500-foot homer and they steal and they do all this stuff and it's just, full extension. It's great. It's amazing. Mookie does that too, but the consistency and the focus every day. And, for me, I knew that's the type of player he was. I always respect those players. I think those players to me are the most special because there's just such a focus. It's not a flash in the pan. It's just every day, consistent. And Mookie's done such a good job for us. We're going to need him big in this next series.
Okay, David.
AJ, going back to this being your first World Series, will you take it in before first pitch or will you have to block all that out?
I mean, yeah, there's an element of taking it in, but also, this is a game. This is the same game we play every year. I don't want to make it too big or bigger than it is. Obviously the stakes are really high, but it's the same game, and I think baseball, there's such a discipline in this game. You don't, put some crazy music on and go hit someone, you kind of have to, you lock it in. And so, yeah, there'll be an element of just knowing how special this moment is, but also, there's a job to do and, I'll be definitely focused.
Thank you.
Okay, Bill.
AJ, not to bring up a bad memory, but how difficult was the postseason for you last year, and how did that affect your approach coming into this season?
Yeah, last year was last year. Honestly, it's just it's a crazy game we play, and was not my best showing. It was honestly just for me felt just bizarre, just a weird couple games. But no, it wasn't really hard at all to put that behind me. For me, it's just how am I showing up? How do I feel in the box? Just that kind of stuff you can control. And I feel like you throw the results out of it, and I feel like I'm in a good spot. Been able to put some competitive at bats together for the team, and I'll be ready to go.
Give us a Maddie update.
Maddie's loving it. She's in the bubble and she's loving life. She's doing great. She's used to being in a bubble her whole life, so this is no change for her. But yeah, she's growing. She's happy. She's smiling. Has no idea what's going on. Just loving when I get to come home and play with her. And she's been a bright spot. When you're looking to kill some time, it's amazing being around her and being able to just do the simple stuff with her, in the beginning of the day before I headed to the park.
Good to hear. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Bill.
Jorge.
AJ, this is the third team you guys are facing in this postseason you haven't seen yet. Just wondering how do they compare? Obviously, their bullpen is talked about a lot of different arms. How does this compare? And is it more difficult facing a team that has so many different arms and uses it so aggressively?
Yeah, we're going to have our meeting coming up soon. So, baseball's crazy. You don't have that much time to prepare, but, just following them a little bit in their playoff run and just kind of just a brief look at, what they were doing the year. They killed it. Their pitching has been dominant. They got a lot of different types of weapons, a lot of arms that can do different things, and lots of velo, lots of lots of stuff. So we're gonna have to be ready. We're gonna have to put together some good at bats. But yeah, it's just gonna come down to who can execute, and we'll find out for sure.
Jared Diamond.
Hey, AJ. Obviously, there's been a whole bunch of these like amazing home runs, saving catches at this ballpark that you're at right now this postseason. So I'm curious, as an outfielder, when you get to a new stadium, how much time do you spend sort of inspecting the walls and sort of thinking to yourself, hey, like this is the place where maybe I'd have a chance to get up and make a great play here?
Yeah, I think, when you're looking at how the ball's carrying here, it's been strange. I think we're kind of fortunate to be able to play here for as long as we have, because there's a lot of different things that you don't see in many ballparks. There's wind in left field. You don't know what the wind's doing. It could be 30 miles an hour and straight in, or it could be blowing somewhere else. There's a lot of wind here. And so, yeah, you don't know. And there's a big ballpark. So you just, for a defensive player, you just know you got to keep running after, because you never know if you're going to have a chance near the wall there. I think we've done a great job. You saw Belly make some outstanding plays. Mookie's been doing it the whole entire postseason out there. You just can't give up on balls. You might have a chance.
James Wagner.
Hey AJ, and I know obviously this year with the coronavirus protocols, you can't really do the normal celebrations you normally would, after a division title, making the playoffs these past few rounds. Do you miss champagne and beer burn? And what kind of creative ways have you guys come up with to still celebrate each step? So.
The wins, that's the ultimate. That's kind of the biggest reward. Yeah, for sure. There's the champagne stuff. It's always fun. It's a cool baseball thing. Do I miss it? Yeah, a little bit. Is it going to make it less special? Absolutely not. We're all enjoying each other. We're all celebrating with each other, just different ways. But, that ring is the ultimate goal, and that's it's kind of all the motivation we need.
Jeff Wilson.
Hey AJ, a little more on the field. You've played on turf, several turf places, specifically Arizona, I guess. How does this artificial surface compare to others around baseball, and maybe how your body feels after a couple of games out there?
Yeah, I like it. I think, the playing surface I like. I think it's, my body feels pretty good. I can't speak for anyone else, but I feel pretty good running on it. It's pretty similar to Arizona. I think they kind of have the same, I think it's the coconut kind of
Yes.
chips or whatever in the ground. So I like it. I think it's nice. Couldn't tell you. I think it plays pretty true. There's nothing really that jumps out at me, which is a good thing. But I don't know if it's a little faster or slower than Arizona, but probably slower. I know Arizona's trying to slow things down there. So, but look, it's, the playing surface is fine. I don't think, anyone's going to come in and complain about the turf.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, we'll take one more. Rowan Kavner.
Hey, AJ. A lot of guys have been asked, just with all the odd circumstances of this year, if a World Series would mean, the same as a typical year or less.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, we lost you.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just saying a lot of your teammates have been asked, given the weird circumstances of this year, if a World Series would mean the same as a typical year, less, more. And I'm just kind of curious, after going through everything, what your interpretation of that is.
I mean, everyone's going to have their own meanings behind stuff. For me, yeah, I mean, this is going to mean a lot more, just because of, what we've all been through, as a team, and what we've had to endure. It's going to be a true testament of who the most resilient team is. Looks like the two best teams definitely made it to the end here, so it's going to be a good series. And then, yeah, for me, it's, just the craziness of this year. It would be an amazing finish to a pretty wacky year. And yeah, to me, it's going to mean more for sure.
Thanks.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, AJ.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.